And welcome back everyone to the FX Open Invitational Series. I am Unstable, joined here by Railcoon for this next game. This is going to be a very interesting one. We have MVPKeen up against FXOBabyknight. And it is going to be Daybreak for game number one. Of course, Babyknight just a brand new addition to the FX Open roster. So we are going to see him spawning up here at the top right-hand corner as our blue Protoss. And then down here at the bottom left, we are going to see MVPKeens as our red Terran. So a TVP here on Daybreak, and it's been a little bit of time since we've seen a foreigner play against a Keen in this matchup. Like, this matchup itself, a foreigner, since we've seen a foreigner play in this matchup in the Invitational Series. Anyway, we are going to, of course, have this group. If anyone's just tuning in and wondering, this group is Group G. It is a Keen, Babyknight, Symbol, and Lowly. So definitely an interesting set of players. What do you think, Railcoon?
Keen was a player who got kind of a bad rap for being really 1-1-1 reliant when he really was quite versatile in TVP. And really curious to see what he's going to do, because he did actually have quite a few tricks up his sleeves. He just really liked abusing the 1-1-1 when it was a thing. Hasn't really damaged him too much, but we've seen quite a few like 4-gates or other such really aggressive Protoss builds in this matchup in this first round of play so far. So I'm a little bit more curious actually about what Babyknight's going to go for. If he is going to follow the trend and just try and kill Keen really quickly, or if he's going to go into the later stages of the game.
Yeah, that's going to be very interesting, to say the least. But Babyknight does have a little bit of a reputation of doing some very wacky builds every now and then, so it'll be interesting to see which way he wants to go with it. Now, as you were saying, we have seen some really long macro games in this matchup, but we've also seen some really short 4-gates in this situation as well throughout the course of this weekend. And that's what makes it really such a dynamic thing to have happen, but we are going to see that 1-gate expand come out from Babyknight. And we do have the 1-Rax expand from Keen. He's gone straight into double gas though, so likely to see some kind of tech up pretty much instantly after this. And that will give Babyknight a chance to be aggressive if he wants to, but it really depends on what he's feeling at this point in time.
Yeah, I mean, this matchup is pretty much, I guess the best word for it right now is kind of volatile, because both ends of the spectrum players like to try to cut corners whenever possible. So it opens up a lot of timings for just really random attacks, trying to catch your opponent being greedy. The really theme being just like make it unpredictable, attack at a moment where they're not expecting it, and you might catch them cutting corners, is really what's been happening a lot in this matchup. So we see Keen actually going straight into the factory, not adding an extra barracks first. This is a minor corner being cut, but quite a small one. As long as he gets some bunkers up, he should be fine. But as I say that, he okay, there we go. He does start a bunker. And if he hadn't, then this could have been a little bit worrisome. But at the same time, Babyknight isn't adding a large number of gateways. He's going up to 3 at the moment. Waiting to see if he'll at least go up to 4, or if he is planning on dropping that robotics facility. Looks like he wants to drop a robotics.
Yeah, well, we do see the probe over here at the 3rd base for Keen, just to see if anything comes out there. At the same time, you can put a little bit of pressure on with these 3 gateways just to keep a Terran player honest. Like, as we see with Keen, he's going straight into that starport and tech lab on this. So he's not going to actually have that many units. And that is something that Babyknight can abuse here if he wants to. But, yeah. Look at this. Pylon. Looks like he is going to put in at least a little bit of pressure. Realize that there's not much here, and this might end up badly for Keen.
Yeah, he is going for the defensive siege tank here, realizing that he is cutting a few corners, and that a lot of the Protoss have been playing rather aggressively recently. So he's going to try and get a siege tank up here on the high ground. That's pretty good on this map as well, especially with the positioning of this bunker. But the first tank is only just finishing, and siege mode's only half done, so needs to delay this until that siege can finish. It looks like he should be able to, and if he's able to do that successfully, then he'll be perfectly fine against this attack. Just seeing a siege tank shooting at his units should be enough to scare him away, since he's only on the 3 gateways at the moment.
But here comes Babyknight. They actually, SCVs aren't in position to actually repair this, so he's going to lose all of his units. And this is going to be very dangerous, because now Babyknight can actually run up the ramp. This might have actually caught Keen completely off guard. Oh, he's actually force-fielded himself out of there, but he will get a significant lead with this. Looking at the army supplies, though, 26 to 10. Even with that siege tank, I don't think it's going to be enough to really stop all of this coming up here.
Siege tank is nicely positioned. It's just out of range of everything, even if it moves up very far forward. Force field will actually block the SCVs from repairing here. So that means that the siege tank is completely alone, and it might go down. The Banshee is out. Cloak is on the way, but Cloak is not quite done yet, so he's going to have to use his Banshee defensively. Probably wants to focus down that sentry, but isn't quite able to do so. This tank is still alive somehow and doing a lot of damage. I thought...
Oh, it's a second tank that popped out.
Just some focus fire, but... it does actually wait quite a while before it goes down, but still just too many units from Baby Knight.
So, congratulations to that, and that was actually the second tank that popped out from the factory. The first one did go down. But anyway, just pretty much the perfect picture of what happens when you cut too many corners, because that was only 3-gate pressure, here, remember. So, congratulations to Baby Knight. He will go up 1-0 in this match. We'll be right back with game number 2 and see what will happen.